Welcome back to Trey&Tonya'S Loveology. This is episode 7. We're getting ready to move into our question segments of our episode. I'm going to read the first one and then my baby will respond.
Yes.
Yeah, you can start. Okay. Question 1. I know you guys have a family. I want to have a family with my baby one day. But one concern I have is how to have the kids address me. I am a dom, which means an aggressive stud, depending on where you're from. I am a dom female and dress in men clothes. Only do I have the children address me as a dad? That's what it says, baby.
Read that again. I'm
a dom female and dress in men's clothes only. Do I have the children address me as dad or mom or by my name? I have been confused about this for quite some time. Thanks.
Okay. That's a good question. Because it's easy when it's a femme. But because you are a dominant stud and you dress in men's clothes only and you're trying to figure out what should the children call you or address you as dad or mom or by your name. I kind of think because you're definitely not by your name because you are the adult, you are like another parent figure in the house now. If it makes, I guess you're going to have to really kind of talk to the mother of the children because you're not a man, so you're really not a father figure. And you're really another parent. And they know a man from a woman, so they know you're not the dad. I think the best thing that I would say, just say, for instance, what your initial is, V or D. What about initial? I mean,
like what, Papa D?
No, they can't say Papa or Dad.
But I don't know. Just call him V.
You have to come up with a nickname. Okay, nope. I wouldn't say call you by your name, but I think it's good to come up with a nickname that the kids can call him.
Right.
Because you see them saying him, but I don't think the kid should be walking around calling a mom, a female that looks like a lady but in men's clothing, Daddy. Right. Because, I mean, the kids can't be confused because they know you really not.
Right.
Because truth be told, we joke around our house and we have a puppy, which is a Chihuahua. And when the girls are over, the small one, because she may hear me say sometimes, Princess, go to your daddy. I'm talking about our dog. The little girl, the little 4-year-old says it sometimes, Princess, go to your daddy. But when Princess addressed Trey, she say, Mama. So she knows this is a mama. She knows this is not a man. But when she's playing with the dog, sometimes she say, go to daddy. And she's joking because she laugh about it. But I think you should find a nickname. Because saying daddy, to me, that one is definitely out the question. I would say find a good nickname that's kind of more dominant for you that you guys could go by. But I wouldn't say your dad. I wouldn't even say mom.
I wouldn't say dad, nor daddy, no papa or anything like that. Because it's taken away from the fact that your child is going to have 2 female as their parents. And you don't want to disregard or downplay that just to fit in heterosexual society. Like my baby said, I look like a boy. My kids have even said, Mama, you look like a boy. But at the end of the day, they know I'm mama. And, but they know I'm also a girl. They just say I look like one. So I would definitely discuss this with your partner and see what you guys can come up with as far as another name. Most of the time, two women who have children, they go mama and mommy, where the feminine is more mommy and the dominant is mama. Or I'm trying to think of anything. I know in our household it's mama and mama T.
So what are you gonna do when we have a baby? You're gonna have
little Trey?
Little Trey call you what?
Oh Lord, that's gonna be crazy. Because I always gonna say, "Come to daddy," but I know I wouldn't say that.
You can say why they're a baby because they don't understand.
Baby, they don't understand it. But little Trey will call me mama, definitely. Yeah, because I'm a girl, and I may look like a boy, but I'm definitely a girl. So I wouldn't want to confuse our son to be. She's not pregnant right now. Please don't go spreading that over Facebook. My baby's not pregnant. But I would love for her to have a little boy for me. But we'll take a girl if it is, whatever God gives us. Little Trey. Little Trey Dina.
No, little Trey.
Okay. Hopefully that does help you.
Yeah. It is mama if you have to use the mom. Or just find a nice nickname that's a dominant nickname that you would feel comfortable with the kids calling you.
But at the end of the day, you must talk to your partner about it. You guys need to decide that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your question. And that was coming from Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. You want to read the next one, babe?
Sure.
All right.
Our next question is, and it ends right here, so make sure I get that. I am loving your segments thus far and the advice you are giving. I have a question and I wish to remain anonymous. If it is too detailed to answer, I do understand. I'm a 31-year-old lesbian who is currently living in Alabama. After a bad breakup, I am wanting to relocate back to Atlanta. My problem is my daughter, who is 14, does not wish to return to Atlanta, stating that she doesn't want to have to make new friends, etc. My problem is I am making $6 less an hour as an LPN, and I'm depressed here. I've gained weight and I don't have any real friends here to go out with or just spend time with. I was more social in Atlanta and my finances were a whole lot better. Do I make her move with me for the sake of my sanity and pocketbook, or do I stop being selfish and just try to stick it out for 3 more years until she graduates? I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah. Wow. It's kind of sad to read this one also, because this young lady is torn between her life and her happiness and her child.
For her child.
And her child. Well, right now, the fact that she still has 3 more years until she graduates. If you are depressed and if it's affecting you financially, to me, this is kind of like a no-brainer. This is what I call a no-brainer, because you know that you need to provide for your child and yourself. Also, if you're not happy, that means your home is not happy, and your daughter is also visualizing this. You cannot stay somewhere or make a decision based on a child's emotional feelings. In this case, she just doesn't want to move. You know that, or I'm telling you, children are very, very resistant. They can, they can deal with a lot. Yeah. And by you moving to a new city, not even new, because she probably lived here before.
Yeah, she said she lived in Atlanta.
Lived here before. So it's not like your child is going to a place where it's like brand new.
Familiar.
So anywhere a child goes, there's a great percentage that they're going to make new friends, adapt to their environment, and, just adjust. You need to be happy in order to run a happy household. You also can be more financial. Your finance will increase if you come to Atlanta, which you stated. So to me, it's a no-brainer. It really isn't. You need to sit down with your child, explain to them, this is what we're going to do. And I need your support in this. They're not making the decision. You are. You're the adult. A child should not dictate whether or not you move from one place to another. Had you say your daughter had 1 more year in school, then I would say finish out the year and then relocate. But 3 more years, so you want to be miserable for 3 more years and make less money for 3 more years? Ask yourself those questions.
Well, like my baby said, this really to me is a no-brainer. And my heart goes out to you because you kind of like riding the fence trying to make your daughter happy as well as, find your happiness again. And from just reading this, it sounds like you're really, really unhappy and you're really just holding on in Alabama for your daughter's sake,
right.
Which who's only 14. And like you said, she has 3 more years of school. So my answer to this question too is, first of all, the children really don't have a say so because you are the parent at the end of the day. I mean, you can take their, have their feelings into consideration, but at the end of the day, the parent makes the final decision. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of decisions our parents made in our lives that we didn't like and we didn't approve of, but we had to go along with them. Am I correct? Correct?
That's true.
I mean, my mom moved me and my brother and sister several places that I didn't want to move, but once I got there, I was fine.
Yeah.
It didn't take long. I was good because we were kids. We met new friends, even though we didn't want to. But once we got there, everything changed because that was the decision our parents made for us. So my thing to you is, it's coming up to the end of the school year, in May or April, May. You have by then to start letting her know these are the decisions you've made for you guys. And so she can get herself ready by the time the end of the school year comes. So you can move back here before school year next year.
Right.
So she can finish out her last 3 years here in Atlanta. Right. And I guarantee you the first 3 to 6 months, she'll be fine. Yeah. It just take a little warming up and she'll be okay. But don't make your life unhappy. And you don't, like you said, you don't have a life there. You don't have friends there. You're making less money than you would if you were here in Atlanta. So please, follow your heart and just make sure your daughter have an understanding that at the end of the day, you take care of her, you take care of home, and you have to make the final decisions. And it's going to be a lot of decisions that you make in life that she's not going to be proud of. So just be respectful of you, though, and know that you wouldn't do anything that will harm or hurt her, but you're doing it for the best interest of you both.
It's true.
So I wish you well, wish you luck, and come on back to Atlanta.
Yeah, just remember, they're very, very resilient. Oh, baby. I think I said resistant. Children are resilient.
Oh, you did say resistant?
I did say resistant. They are very resilient. There's a difference between the two.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we go ahead and go into the next one, or just? I think we're going to go ahead and take a break because this is another one that we need to spend some time on discussing. So we're going to take a quick break before we go into our next question. And when we get back, oh boy, look out for this one. Once again, this is Trey&Tonya'S Loveology. We see you in a minute.